Welcome back. This time we will create a simple Hello World output using the existing file under the SRC or source folder. Let's edit the app.js file. Inside this function, on the paragraph tag, let's include some basic HTML tags. If this is your first time, you can follow along. If you notice, this line break element created its own closing tag, but then this should be a self-closing tag. If you ever encounter that your file isn't running because of this, try to use the self-closing tag. I'll be using H1 for the Hello World. If you follow on our next video, we will be setting the emit for auto, completing the code to be more efficient. Let's remove the anchor tag below this and retain the logo on top of our paragraph tag. Well, that's basically it. Let's run this over our terminal. Follow the same process. You need to change directory using cd followed by the name of the application you created and then npm start. If you missed this part, terminate the one running on the terminal by pressing Ctrl+C on your keyboard, then type in Y to respond. You can delete all this file when creating your project. For now, let's retain this and create a new index.js file for us to experience creating a newer one instead of editing the existing files. When creating a new file, make sure that you don't have similar files under the same folder, else you can't create a similar file. Just like this. We need to delete the other index.js, then create a new one. I'll explain the purpose of each line of code inside this index.js file. First, import React libraries. These React libraries serve different purposes. The React library allows you to define components and how multiple components work together. The React DOM library knows how to display a component in the web browser. Next, select the root element in the public/index.html file. If you open the index.html file, you'll see the div element with the root ID. This is inside your public folder. Then instruct React to take control of the root element by calling the createRoot function. After that, define a React component called app. In React, a component is a JavaScript function that returns JSX. JSX stands for JavaScript XML, an extension of JavaScript that allows you to write HTML-like code directly within JavaScript code. On this part, I will use a div container and make sure the semicolon is used at the end of the line of this function, such as the closing tag that I used with a semicolon. Let's insert an HTML tag header, and I will insert a word coding is fun with the letter G. I know it's a wrong spelling, but you will see how React.js changes automatically over the web browser if we correct this later on. Let's use a self-closing tag BR, then a paragraph with a dummy lorem inside this. Now after this, show the React component on the screen using the root.render app/. Make sure to save your file by pressing Ctrl+S, then run the terminal. There you go. Coding is fun. Now, if we remove this basically on a normal browser, you need to refresh the browser for React. It actually refreshed automatically and see the results. So that's it for now. Next is how to set the emit on the setting in order for us to code faster. Thank you for watching and keep learning.